Yeah, I'm really sensing a lot of care from her right now.
Yeah.
And that's giving me clarity. It's not about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes it easier to be here. As soon as he said, I know it's not about us, I relaxed a lot.
Great.
Because before it was like, oh no, I've got this situation with Mom and Mother's Day, and now he's upset with me.
Yeah.
So I'm doubly in trouble.
Okay. So what I want you all to think about is there a way to join forces in solving this problem rather than be in two separate positions? Is there anything that can make this work for both of you? Think about it while we take a break. And when we come back, we'll see if there's a solution that we can arrive at. And here we are with Matthew, played by Jared, and Sarah, played by Kerry. They're brother and sister. And we are looking to see if there is anything that can support both of you in getting to a place that will work for both of you. Have either of you come up with any ideas?
Well, I'm just wondering if you did come, is there anything that I could do to support you that would make it tolerable or pleasant?
If there is something, I don't know. I can't think of something. If you have an idea, I'd be happy to hear it, but I don't have an idea.
Well, I was thinking maybe if instead of getting together for dinner the way we always do, what if we did something entirely different? Some kind of activity where we were actually doing something together instead of sitting around talking. Maybe if we, actually actively, physically participated in something.
It's a sweet idea. It could work. The issue is more about how Mom talks to me and talks to you. So I don't know how that would prevent that.
So the question, what I'm sensing is that you are willing to consider options now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to consider options, and I'm feeling touched by Sarah's offer to work on this, and so I feel like maybe there's I have some support in her presence, and I'm feeling kind of stuck and not knowing exactly what to do that would make it better.
So I'm wondering, in the moments when Mom speaks to you in ways that you don't like, is there any way in which you feel alone, like in that moment, that Sarah doesn't get it?
Yeah, every time.
Every time?
Every time.
So is there anything that could happen in the moment where you could rally her for support? Because that's the way to break through the habit and the pattern. She could be your supporter instead of the symbol of your anguish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that sounds good. I guess now I'm really concerned that this is Mother's Day and we're supposed to be celebrating Mom, and if suddenly I'm turning to Sarah and asking her to support me in issues I have with Mom, I'm worried about another fight. We have fights every single year at our Mother's Day get-together. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if this is the meal or the evening for inviting that kind of support.
So great. What I am seeing is some kind of a convergence. We're not here to come up with this solution because this solution is not what we are about. What we are about is the process of how you can get there. And my sense is that you have enough goodwill between the two of you that you can come up with something, because you're concerned about Mom and you're concerned about him. And previously, you were concerned about yourself and you were concerned about Mom. Mm-hmm. So you're now holding both of those concerns together. Mm-hmm. And I am hoping that you will resolve it quickly enough before you become Jared and Kerry again. So I'm wondering if there's anything else either of you wants to say by way of what stands out to you, what you've learned from this situation before we transition to another scenario.
I mean, this was really helpful for me. The one piece I think we didn't get to that I imagine I would have wanted to go to next is getting some sense if Sarah, what her experience was in those moments where I experienced being picked on. Like if there was actually compassion or awareness of things that Mom was saying that was stimulating for me.
Yeah.
But I felt more hopeful that we would find some shared reality around that. So this was helpful. I liked the seeing her as an advocate and not as an obstacle.
Yeah, and that is the thing that you can do in these kinds of situations is change the kind of like the stuck roles that you play in a familiar situation. You change the pattern, you change the habit, and the nature of the relationship shifts as a result. How about you? Is there any insight that you got from it?
Well, I think the part that that really struck me this time was how the trust has to be there. So nothing started to shift, and I mean things maybe shifted a tiny bit, but there really wasn't much movement until there was some trust.
Yep.
And I'm guessing that especially when it's cyclical, you've been round and round about the same issue, or if it's an issue that somebody's been round around a lot with other people in their life, even if it's not you, that getting to that trust is going to be really critical. I'm
really appreciating this because the trust is about the quality of the relationship, and when you have the quality of the relationship, the issue itself becomes smaller. The content is easier to resolve once the foundation of the relationship is in place. So thank you. And now we're going to move to an entirely different scenario.